Good morning. Hello everybody. So the question on my mind is, how are you actually doing? And I'm going to take a deep breath there and just join you in a little bit of reflection. So I welcome you to Reese and Jordan's room. If I had to wait for the perfect moment to film this video, I've had to accept that that moment doesn't actually exist. And it's made me think about a lot of you in your homes and the situations you're currently in, because now this COVID-19 lockdown situation has been going on for a couple of weeks. And I'm so proud of my staff who are trying to support you and send you lots of content and information. But as a fellow parent, as well in the situation, it can sometimes just feel very overloading, especially if you also have to squeeze in a little bit of work into the scenario. Is, how do you work at home with little children who somehow, as soon as you click on your computer or turn to make an important call or that all-important Zoom meeting starts, all hell breaks loose because they can feel that you are distracted. So there are a few ways to get some work done. Obviously not ideal, but under the circumstances, there are a few suggestions. Firstly, you can, if you have a partner, you could share the child responsibility time. So one parent can entertain the child or work with the child while another parent gets to do meetings, Zoom time, answer emails and be productive for a couple of hours and then swap those responsibilities. Another way of getting some work done is during your child's sleep times. This is quite a difficult one and quite challenging because often some of our children aren't sleeping anymore in the day, or if they do, it's a 1 hour to 1.5 hour window where besides working, it also is an opportunity to cook, clean and reset your house that looks like it has been hit by a tsunami wave. And then to work in the evenings once they go to sleep. I don't know how sustainable that is for long periods of time, but that is another option. I know for myself personally, by the time I get to 8:30, 9 o'clock in the evening, I'm more dealing with levels of tiredness and exhaustion as a single parent, and then still having to just reset the house a little bit. So very hard to suddenly slot into work mode. Another suggestion would be dependent on the age of your child or children, because depending on their levels of independence, a child can go into a bit more of a focused time and independent play time in their room, leaving you with a little bit of a window and opportunity to get some work done. So that would be another suggestion. And finally, the last suggestion I would like to make is the all scary word screen time. Right now it has its place, and the part just to keep in the back of your mind, that little flashing light bulb that should be going off, is that, are you aware of the content that your child is actually watching? Because if it's on a YouTube channel, often the shows just roll in from one into the other and there are adverts and it can link into other content. And the very important thing with screen time is often that it's the adult input in that screen time that gives it a lot of more emotional context, and then it has a bit more value for your child. However, I know for myself personally, my children have about 30 minutes of screen time a day, and I save that like a real currency pin for myself that allows me to quickly jump in and get cooking done with meals that they cannot actually assist me with, and also that I just want to get a little bit of cooking, cleaning and tidying up done, and I know that they're going to be stationary and not actually coming behind me and destroying everything as we go along. But I still keep the window quite short. It is a slippery slope. It's definitely something that you can see they get absorbed in, and suddenly your window to get a lot more done gets bigger and bigger. So just check yourself there every now and then as a parent to know how much time is being spent, especially for your children that are still under 2-3 years old. Developmentally, it has very, very little value, as much as it has a lot of value to your own possible emotional well-being at certain times. And step 5, when you have been interrupted 1,000 times, I just want to remind you that you are exactly where you are meant to be. And step 5. When you have been interrupted 1,000 times, I just want to remind you that you are exactly where you are meant to be. And the moment that you surrender and know that there are things beyond your control, and that the greatest thing you can do is just be present and love your children right now and be available for the beautiful lessons that are actually being learned. From my home where not much work is being done, but I hope steps 1 to 4 give you a little bit of help. Lots of love.